Now what we're going to do as an activity after Steve's talk, when he does get here, is I'm going to send you off in your groups to do a bit of research on different types of bridges, and that will be the rest of the lecture, so you can go and do that outside or whatever. And then we'll have our tutorial over in the covered area that I indicated in the email. Your regular tutorial groups will work out exactly what each group is doing when we get there. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for Steve, these are a number of different types of bridge. We've got 6 of my sheet where I just beam, arch, truss, suspension. Right, so when we're finished here, what I'm going to get you to do is to go off in your groups and you're going to do some research. You can use your phones, your tablets, your laptops, you can go to the university computers, you can, if you're familiar with any of these, just do it off the top of your head, but it better be right. What you're going to do is do me a drawing of each of these 6 type of bridges. Alright, so what you need to do is do a little bit of research, work out what each of those types of bridges are, and draw a drawing. And what you're going to do is your group is going to give your drawings, just one set of drawings per group. You're going to hand that in at the tutorial, and then you're going to go and build a bridge. Okay? So the reason I'm putting it up here while we wait for another 5 minutes, hopefully no longer than that from Steve, is that you can actually start doing this now. So certainly write those 6 bridges down, get your phones out if you've got phones, talk to the person next to you, and start to think about what these type of bridges are. Alright, what's the first thing people are looking up to try and find these bridges? Pictures. What do you use to find pictures? Internet, but on the internet? Google what? Images, yeah. It's a 4-second job really, but actually drawing these things is the more complicated. So you need to do a drawing of them. And what I suggest you start thinking about is the way that that actual bridge carries the load of whatever's going over in cars or whatever. Alright? Now that's going to be your job for when we're finished here. But for now, it's my pleasure to introduce Steve McKenzie. Steve McKenzie is a consulting engineer and has his own consulting engineering practice, and he's going to talk to you today about civil engineering.
It's a hard game to get into. You just started a new phase of like 4 years here, where these guys are given tools to solve problems. What I should say also that I'm 16 years here, assisting John Jr. with the 3rd year design, just riding shotgun with John. What I used to tell those students is you do 4 years here, hard work, get a piece of paper, and it lets you apply for a job. Then you get a job, and then you start to be engineering. But the uni teaches you the tools to how to do it. Most of the work we do is design. 7% of design is solving problems. We solve other problems. The beauty is they pay you for it. enjoy it. Hopefully. So you've got 4 years of hard diligent work. Get out and get a job. Hopefully you like it. You can get into it. Because the engineers are the ones that, well, I tell people, we make things stand up. But nobody, we can very rarely get acknowledged. The classic example of that is, probably doesn't apply so much to your generation, but also mine. But you could just ask the average Australian who designed the Sydney Opera House. They could take it to Danish architect, Jordan's. If you ask them with engineers where that's he got all the accolades. There was a British company called the Barretts, which had an office in town. They designed it back in late 50s or 60s. So slide rules, mainframe computers probably the size of this electric thing. They made it stand up. No, very few people made it. So that's architects. We have engineers have an association with architects, but we do tend to put up them. They're the stars. But the work we do anything. The civil side, that's your roads, your bridges, your water supply, storm water. Interesting work that to me personally, I'd rather do something structural. Structurals will do anything from large buildings, high-rise, bridges, to the fellow who's brought around Queensland and wants to knock a post out underneath the police water road. Okay, we'll do that as well. It's interesting. The work is, well, I like it. And hopefully, well, you won't know until you actually get out to it. Until you start doing a bit of back practice. Yeah, there's one student here, but he's probably stole the margin because we got the phone call that he put his name down for back practice. Where are you, Blake? Yeah. So he's ahead, he is. So he's in. So once you get into an office, some years will probably be into an office, maybe into the work experience. Don't see too much there. Let's just have a play with the CAD, play with this. Back practice. Yeah, we'll get our hand flesh. You'll be out first year, boom, in you go. Make it do something. What appears daunting is what looks like rocket science now won't be. The hardest thing you will find as students in engineering is when you talk to your mates and other faculties, is your contact hours, the load you get, and the poor fellow on arts is the tune next week. I'll probably leave it traditional, but generally it's like that. They've got a practice going to June, and you'll have 5 practices a week. So it's a great profession. It's hard for you to do because you've got hard 4 years now. You've got to work diligently to don't fall behind. You'll never catch up. Because all they can do out here is engineering is not the exact science, so we can just touch on that, touch on that, touch on that, touch on that. You can't teach you everything. When you go out to work, where you go and work in a specialised field or practice where they do something, then you begin to learn again. All they teach you here is the tools, how to solve problems. When you go out to work, you learn how to recognise the problems, what you've got to solve. And I love it. I couldn't see myself as a brain surgeon. Hopefully, you will all enjoy it. You shouldn't enjoy it, even though I said it's a big work rate compared to the last 12 years of school. Come June, you'll be winning. You'll be panicking. Still have mid-year exams?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then plus you'll have assignments to crack you. But there's a lot of students here through. So I'm civil structural. But I'm not sure because ironically I start with conventional. any of the engineers here? We several blokes don't think outside the square, they seem to get involved in it. But that's just price. But work, engineering is great. You'll find that when you finish the degree, you'll start work. Give me that Monday morning, you might even talk about Australian work. We'll get there. That's Friday afternoon. It's a rewarding profession. And you'd be amazed what you can do. You're amazed at the ability you get with the tools that you can use. It's a pity that I used to do 30 years on that we got the weekend, so it wasn't there. That it would have been interesting to stay on, so I much enjoyed the market. See who's natural, who's a worker. And you find that throughout. But it's, I think you'll enjoy it. But especially if you've seen an injury that'll do it, but you have a preconceived idea of what to expect. It's a great profession. We have work experience students here, and they seem to like it. That seems to typically come to them. But I don't see why. It's great. Just like the same. How many students? 205 are all here. 205. So this is 2014. So 2019, all out of the workforce. It's, I think most of them are getting placed. So this is the civil side, lots of where most of them are getting placed. It's not as bad as it used to be. Back in the dream time, it used to be cycling. Get a run with the economy. Things were tight. Shortage of engineers. Kids enroll, come out, boom, there's a boom, flood of engineers. It seems to have leveled out. But the opportunities there when you finish the degree. Like there's a couple of fellows that I went to uni with. One of them, ironically, I don't see so much now, Jake's used to be very, very strong when it's coming back now. This fellow, he's a young fellow, battled through first year, every year. Worked hard, worked hard. He won the O'Barrack battle now. O'Barrack's were the engineers, it's the operator. He came to London. Finished at JCU, a month later, working on it. So there's a couple of fellas like that. So if you work hard, the rewards are there. It depends what you want to do. But I think I'm amazed at it, because all the news media are wrong. As engineers. But I hope you enjoy it. If you work hard, you'll get your results. If you drag the chain, you'll never catch it. And that includes students, just workloads. And that's where Friday, I don't know if you have a prefect, they just clubs still exist. You know, you'll see the art students, they'll get there at 3 o'clock. You won't get there at 5:30. Tough. You'll reach to the tutors for too much work, they'll have to sit down one person. The rest of the year. So it's unforgiving, it's hard, but it is rewarding. I think well, the beauty of JCU, where you use a lake, there's 250 students here. This is first year, but as you go into the strands, next year, electrical, mechanical, whatever, you'll find that it's a great campus. You get to know the staff, the lecturers, the students, first name basis, and on board. Go to UQ, different kettle of fish. You can go there 4 years, not talk to the electrical person. It's a large campus. The beauty of this campus is the size. It's great. It's probably a little Queensland style. And it's the way it is. I think if you probably should get a little bit serious on play because he's got to get backtrack. Yeah, you're going to have to do backtrack. Probably start hunting that because there's 250 there. get hard to get clients, depending where it's from. But it's, probably should start hungry.
Yeah, you get that practical money information before you graduate as well.
Well, yeah, it's a way to be much more. But it's, plus you learn. It puts a bit of fire in your body for next year. Because you come to the first year, you go into the practical, in the second year, like you go. And it gets better every year. It's first year, I presume it's still the same chemistry, physics, maths, that sort of stuff. I think it was interesting, engineers made us do physics. I know when I get it, the head of the physics department used to lecture the physics, first year physics. 30% of the class of engineering students, 70% of the science students. The engineering students didn't want to do physics. And he used to get upset every time he gave us a test. The engineering students would pass, and the science students would fail. They didn't take the subject. That always confounded and us. But it's, I think, if you ask questions, if you need tutorials, ask the tutor. That's a question to ask. So you know you get recognised where to start. That's like when we go there. Yeah, we're paid to design something, but ideally, I would like to do the same design every week. And get the same money every week about price. But it's not. We can do two things the same and they'll have problems, other issues. Yeah, I think. The best one is when you get out and do back crack, you get into a consultancy or a job. A good lead engineer will teach you a little bit of lateral thinking because engineering is like science. It's not exact. There's a huge number of solutions. I could probably give a design assignment to 10 engineers and I get 10 solutions. Each one valid, and each one can justify why it's not valid. If that's the nature, that's why no two bridges are the same, no two buildings are the same. It's just not. But I think he's a chosen. I hope he's enjoying it.
Maybe comment on perhaps a recent job that you've worked on, what's involved, and what's the engineering manager?
Well, I was thinking of the way out. You know why? Now this is over 30 years ago. Well, classic engineering lateral thinking is, I used to work with electricity division, which is fucked up. Barron Woods Power Station was part of our operation works. If you ever see a hydro station, you have the tower race, all the water comes out of the roof. And there's a drop wall in the roof. And the chief engineers come along and told this graduate we had, who graduated with a master's from the UK and said he wanted to extend the tower race, the protection of the rock walls under the roof. And he said, well, what parameters? He said, oh, well, work on a rock about a metre high, hit them, and design the wall for that. Now, this is not where we had 40 engineers, electrical, mechanical, structural. We had a full-time librarian, a full engineering librarian. We spent 2 days in that library looking for rocks and walls. And when he came back and asked me another time, I said, how will I design? And we said, F equals MA. He said, you can't get that grade level. So I sat there in front of that. And the boss came along and said, what have you done? And he said, well, you can't get started. He said, you'll learn at grade level, F equals MA. All their bills come up with the acceleration. So it's not rocket science. And that one always sticks with me. That guy was a very good engineer. And he gets embarrassed when he mentions it. But enjoyable, yeah, like we do work in New Guinea. There we have a different parameter than anywhere else. We do it for Curtin Brothers. We've done some office buildings up in the Southern Islands. Everything has to be contained. You can't be more than 12 things. Everything goes in and say, put it in the container, lock it, put it on a truck, take it up and build it. So that's a parameter you have there. We do work with a company in Shanghai, just as a third party. Checking stuff there, they're importing steel to Australia, so we've got to go and do checks on that. So we'll do the checks on the odds, we'll do the numbers. The best part is I can go to Shanghai 4 times a year. And that's hard. It is. You talk to 24 million people all in Australia. So I came back. How do we go? And that's interesting to see how they do it. Because they've got engineers that want to design to the Australian standard. They got no blood. They'll go and do stuff back in South America. And us, we said, no, let us do it. Use this value. So that's the range of work we do. Anyway, we do a lot of coal. We do it mainly in all Queensland if we can. But we just happen to sort out the country occasionally. You did a job. I don't know if anybody ever been to Hong Kong. They're doing a rail tunnel now from Hong Kong to Shenzhen, mainland China. Now this is engineering. I was in a bar there one night about 5 years ago, having a beer. A fight club was spotted that I was drinking strange food. He was an expat engineer from Hong Kong, living in Hong Kong. And just the fact that I was drinking, don't hold me against what I was drinking TV. Aussie. Got to know him quite well, to the extent that we did a job for him for Lakers, the largest Australian company, who were doing the underground road tunnel. So we did a rock hop, 500 ton rock. We did that one, and we'll come to lots of down. So the nature of the beast now is you don't have to have a big office to punch out with computers. I probably show them again. When I was at school, and every time I get a back fracture, I think I might have shown them, I'm not too sure. I still have my cycle, so I use a great one, even though it's cycles. We never had calculators. We were told we were extremely lucky that we had a cycle. Otherwise, it was mob tokens, truth tokens, took them up. I still got it, and that scares them. I can still use it too. That's age. To me, like, and we've got the plan to just work. We have a great practice. There's great work. It's like any other game. We get business because of the way we interact with the client. He wants a solution. We offer solutions. And we just treat it like a service. We just look after it and they keep coming back. And they love it. So there's just word of mouth. You're out. You don't have to advertise. If you're a good engineer, you might be good. If you're lazy, that's a trade-in profession. I think if you're diligent, as I said before, you will like it, but you've got to get out and have a look at it and see things. So backtrack. But yeah, some of the years that we've got engineers in the family, you've got a bit of a head start. You probably have a parents think, "Well, I'll make that engineer." I think I taught 4 from my family. His father was in D, was a JC graduate in the 70s. 4 siblings in civil. I think 1 snuck through electrical. So there's 5 engineers. God, what a conversation it is. It used to work. Because I think poor old mum was a teacher. My son's going to get worse. He likes it, which I'm pleased. I thought he might have taken it. Did the degree. Wasn't believe that dad's engineer on me, right? But no, he's taken it. He likes it, he enjoys it. So, all I can do is just take the work hard. You will like it. It's great. Come third or fourth year, you're a little bit arrogant. You have to like it. We're hard men. Good workers. The top dollars. I think it's the degree with Kings. Or much. Even though they charge 10 times as much. But I think if you pick the right one, I hope it's enjoyable. If you work that, you will. You win. But after your academic years, only 26 weeks. Mind you, 2/3 of the other half, you're catching up, right in the ranks. Which is well enjoyable. But I hope it's that I wish you all the best. You never know. I might ask you back in to talk to 500 first year students. I never thought I'd be out here doing this. I haven't been with this lecture. nothing. We lose it abroad. We're using a lot of flights. That was a long time. So I think he's big well. I hope he's enjoyed it. Just remember it. Look, if any is ever want to call in and see a practice one day, we're in tennis, just call past, call in, have a look around. Don't think us different to the others. We have an office, we have our toys parked up in there, so we're not too long practice. I had told my staff I'll try and grow up this year for the children. Look it down. I've got to get out of that lesson sheet. I'm trying now. But I still love them. I love the work. I love the challenge. And I always love the numbers. I love crunching numbers. But it's more the enjoyment of you crunch the numbers than you see it. Then you can drive out the road. I did that. And then you can get, oh, that one. So you feel a bit cold. First year, you'll be great. Second year, a little bit harder. Third year, you start getting nothing else. Fourth year, well, 26 weeks long, pieces away from out here. Hopefully, you get the job. You like the job. You just remember what a piece of paper does. You can't teach you everything. You learn once you're out there. If you're lucky if you get that first job, love it. Best thing is, once you've got it, it's easy to go anywhere. Getting that first job so hard. So I hope you do enjoy it. Yeah, I think it's good. Like, if you're mature there, and if you can't have a hard life like me, you can have one. But you never know, you might put the challenge. Which is all very well. Like a dog, snake, frog, last don't ask, you ask them afterwards what they say. Otherwise you'll be. It's a great life. It's a great profession. And you'll make friends here for the rest of your life. Especially when you're all out there. You love the race. Bye. Bullshit, man. So if you want to call in, you'll see the office. I don't know how well you know. 1,000 or something. It's Woodcock Street, Lynn Road. Easy, it's just big SMCE, big planning, which is Steve McKenzie Consulting Engineer. I never thought of that. The staff did. So the ladies were quite nice thing, and it's called SMCE. So the company became it's ironic. We put the reserves up on the building about 3 years ago. There's a company in Australia called SMCE. SMEC, which is the Australian Engineering Corporation. Been around since the Snowy Mountains in the 40s. As a sideline, they rang me one Friday when I'd been out here tutoring and back. It's big time Friday to start. How did the office girls come out and said, this guy from the SMEC wants you to ring me back. And I rang him, just as I rang him, I realised it's going to have a go at me about the company, the association, let us be so close. Now, he wasn't a very sharp engineer because he asked me how long I had known. And I said, since I was christened. And he thought that's fair enough to go up that. So you can't miss it. SMCE, not SMEC. And I hope this up to life. I hope you enjoy it.